Hi, I'm Jennifer Pazamickas, and for my virtual study group assignment, I'm going to be talking about gender roles in my short presentation.
So, gender roles are the idea that each gender encompasses a specific set of social and behavioral norms that are considered socially appropriate for each gender. In other words, gender roles define what is considered masculine and what is considered feminine. Gender roles and norms exist in virtually all societies, thus, gender roles are in part influenced by culture. Furthermore, since there are different gender roles in different cultures, there is a wide belief that gender roles are largely reinforced by social interactions. Research has found that gender roles are learned from a young age, reinforced by sources such as their parents, schools, culture, religion, and so on. This occurs in young children because they adopt behaviors that allow them to receive praise and love while avoiding behaviors that cause them shame, guilt, or punishment. Individuals who do not conform or maybe are unable to conform to the idealized social norms of a gender are at imminent risk of social injustices such as violence, discrimination, abuse, and oppression. It's really important to note that we're supposed to act and look a certain way in our genders, and when we're not, that's when we're chastised. For instance, a feminine male who maybe has a higher pitched voice or is skinnier than the rest of the boys may be subjected to daily verbal abuse in school or even physical abuse, and we hear about this on the news on a regular basis. Or a masculine female may not be accepted for a job position based on the way she presents herself and or looks, which is a form of discrimination. So, as social workers, it is crucial for us to understand and identify and address these forms of injustices. As I have mentioned, we all as individuals have behavioral expectations or gender roles imposed on us from the very beginning of our lives, and these expectations impact all five circles of sexuality. And in the interest of saving time, I'm not going to go through all of the circles of sexuality, but I did want to focus on a couple of the key aspects that I thought were really important. For instance, sensuality involves the five senses and the ability to feel pleasure through those, and one of those aspects is body image. And if an individual does not fit the norm body type for their gender, they may be feeling or are unable to feel or express pleasure because they're so uncomfortable in their own skin. And that's just based on social pressure to look and be a certain way. Furthermore, it's also intimacy or the ability to build relationships and accept and receive love. And right now, gender roles specifically focus on heterosexuality, and as we all know, not everyone is attracted to the opposite sex, and thus individuals who are not attracted to the opposite sex may be truly unable to reach intimacy since they are being forced to conform to these ideals. And also, I thought sexualization was important because this is how individuals add sexual aspects to objects or interactions. And gender roles define behaviors that are acceptable, including sexually. And a person facing gender role dilemmas may be over sexualizing interactions, and this could be harmful in a sexual manner to prove their gender role. And I'm an example in a workplace, someone who might be trying to prove how masculine or feminine they are. They might be doing interactions with others that are really flirty and sexual in nature, and causing sexual harassment just to prove that they are very masculine or very feminine. So, as I have very briefly touched on, and only the tip of the iceberg, gender roles has really a large impact on individuals throughout society. And as social workers, we will encounter individuals throughout our career impacted by the pressures of conforming to social norms. Conforming and/or nonconformity may result in various traumatic experiences, including violence, abuse, and bullying, etc. So, when working with individuals, it is important to understand the role of socialization has on an individual and to explore this with a person. It is crucial to utilize the principles of trauma-informed care, and these principles include safety, trust, collaboration, choice, and empowerment. And using trauma-informed care with this population that might be struggling with gender role issues is really important because social injustices faced by individuals who are forced to conform or who have chosen not to conform can disempower an individual, leading them to feel insecure with their relationships, such as feeling unsafe because they might be judged or even hurt. And that also leads to a lack of trust. And furthermore, removing their sense of choice to be an individual. So the principles provide us an outlet to help an individual regain control and an understanding of themselves in a safe and secure environment and therapeutic relationship, and that's really important.